I want to be with you. I don't even feel like I've done enough. And somebody else is saying that you are doing this thing too much. When a man is in love, the commandments of God are not grievous. The second one is this: that when God tells you to do something, usually his speakings can come in a way that can be very ordinary and very general. But the weight, like I said when I was explaining earlier, the weight of what he has said will vary in the hearts of men to the degree with which we love him individually. So if Apostle now sits down there and Apostle says something like, I am thirsty. We may all hear Apostle say, I'm thirsty. And then Mama is sitting down there and hearing, I'm thirsty. I hope you know that we interpret I'm thirsty of Apostle very differently. There is a way Mama knows him to the house, to the point that he doesn't say I'm thirsty until he is really, really, really thirsty. So the moment he now says I am thirsty, while we all think it is something that, okay, maybe we can just stroll to get water for him, Mama thinks it's an emergency. Because for her, that I am thirsty that he said is a direct commandment, because I know him. It's a matter of urgency. Our knowledge of God will translate. It was in 2 Samuel. Let's look at that. 2 Samuel 23. There was a man called David, verse 14. 2 Samuel 23, verse 14. Look at this. This is amazing. And David was then in an hold, and the garrison of the Philistines was then in Bethlehem. We're going down to 17. And David longed and said, oh, that one would give me drink of the water of the well of Bethlehem, which is by the gate. And 3 mighty men break through the host of the Philistines and drew water out of the well of Bethlehem that was by the gate, and took it and brought it to David. Nevertheless, he would not drink thereof, but poured it out unto who? Unto the Lord. And he said, be it far from me, O Lord, that I should do this. Is not this the blood of the men that went into jeopardy of their lives? Therefore he would not drink it. These things did these 3 what? Mighty men. See how we become mighty in the sight of God. David just sat down and he longed, and he said, oh, I would that one, whose name is one, David was not expecting everybody to go and bring water. David did not send anybody. No. He just said, oh, that one would give me drink of the water of the well of... It's just like where you come back, maybe, Apostle introduced me to goat meat one time like that, even though, I don't know, it's like he has backslided, because I was eager for that goat meat this last time. But even there was no interest. There was no interest. So we missed the place. We passed before we knew that. So he introduced me. So imagine that you just sit down one day and you just remember that goat meat. Say, God, I just feel like I feel chop that goat meat. You are not expecting anybody to go and buy it for you. You are just airing something that, you have... Maybe there are memories that are tied with when you used to drink water from that well. And you remember the memories. And on the account of that thing, David just spoke what was on his heart. 3 men heard it. And they decided to put their lives on the line to get a cup of water for David that did not send them. Because even though what David said was not a commandment, they valued him enough to see that, it is worth dying for. Have you found what God has said to you that is worth dying for? It's worth dying for. That day, those men made a sacrifice. And that sacrifice, thank God for the wisdom of David. That sacrifice that those men made was not a sacrifice to David. While they thought it was David they were bringing for, David helped them and channeled it to the right source. The sacrifice was unto God. It was unto God that they made that sacrifice that day, because they found, David knew that there is only one man whose words are worth dying for. It's God. Is there something God has said that you believe that is worth dying for? Because God spoke to Noah, and Noah took what was said, and Noah did not earnestly contend. You know what we are contending for? What are we contending for? The faith. Because when Jesus was speaking concerning this faith, he was talking about it in Luke chapter 18, and he was talking about prayer. And in that particular expression of prayer, Jesus told us about a woman who needed something from an unjust judge. And even though that judge did not have regard for God or for man, the woman persisted until what she wanted came to her. And then when Jesus finished, Jesus now transferred from the woman and came to us. And then in that thing, Jesus was now talking about the children of God who will hold on to God. He said, will God not answer them? The saints who cry unto him. How do they cry? Day and night. Constantly, they are waiting on the Lord. They are holding on to him. They are waiting on him. He said, let me tell you, yes, it is true that you will cry day and night, but there is a God that answers. And when he answers, you know how he answers? He answers speedily. You know what is speedily? How do you correlate having cried day and night and speedily? Because I would think that if you are talking about speedily, you should have been, I just came and then you gave it to me. Because behind every speedily, there is a day and night. There is a foundation. You will stay there. You will stay with him. A time is going to come that when you say things, they will happen as if, where is this coming from? If you ask Apostle, he will tell you, it's not today. When you see some of the things that are happening, and then some people talking, you see they put their hand in the pocket and say, there's something the Lord is doing there, and the Lord is doing here. And then people are, I just got sick. I was sick and I just got healed. And this and that. You're like, wow. It's like God likes this man more than he likes me. No. Behind every speedily, day and night. And you know how Jesus ended that story? He said, when the Son of Man shall come. Are you waiting for him? He will come. But the question is, when he comes, will he find faith in the earth? Or what he will find will be what the men who crept in unawares have handed over to us. Will he find faith? Will he find faith that holds on to him no matter what? Will he find the faith that believes on him no matter what? Will he find the faith that will say yes to him even when everything says no, because they believe in God? Will he? Will he find faith? Will he find faith? That's the question. Will he find it?